probably the biggest road bump, I guess you could say, that the MCU has faced up till now, because it's been pretty smooth sailing for the MCU.
Indeed.
My friend. And winning cures everything. They just keep winning. So whatever problems there are just get pushed aside because winning cures everything. And they've done a lot of winning. The one big road bump they've hit is, of course, the whole stuff with James Gunn and the old 10-year-old tweets and removing him off of Guardians of the Galaxy and what have you. And that thing just will not go away. The other day, Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson came out, support still saying, hey, it really sucks that James Gunn was separated from his movie.
Right.
This is an MCU director saying, James Gunn, it's really bad that he was separated from his movie. And there's still been this conversation going on, Rob, about, well, who's going to direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3? Well, you would think that Marvel can just go, hey, and pick anybody. Anybody would want to direct a Marvel film, right? Maybe not. Because after those comments by Derrickson, now another prominent MCU director, Taika Waititi, who did Thor, Ragnarok, everybody's really huge on him right now, What We Do in the Shadows, all that kind of stuff. He's just basically come out and said, I ain't going to do it. And he was asked specifically, will you do a Guardians of the Galaxy 3? And this is what Taika Waititi had to say. He said that, nope, not doing that movie. I'm hanging out with Marvel still, talking about new stuff, but I don't know what that might be yet. I want to do another movie. For me, that's James's film. Going into something like that, which has got his stamp all over it, it would feel like going into someone's house and saying, hey, I'm your new dad. A comment that only could come from Taika Waititi. Hey, I'm your new dad. Rob, I got to ask you this. With current high-profile Marvel directors like Derrickson, now like Taika Waititi, is Marvel really going to be facing a problem? Because there seems to be this camaraderie between all these directors, and these directors all love James Gunn. Are they going to have a problem finding somebody that they want to step in and direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
I think they're going to have a problem finding somebody they want. I'm sure I'll direct Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know James Gunn. We've actually worked together. I just think that, they're right. What Taika Waititi said was correct. I mean, James Gunn, it is his franchise. I think anybody who stepped into that role, all you're going to do is be compared and judged against someone else. I don't think there's any way you can win. You could make a good movie. It could possibly be a great movie, but it would never be your movie. You'd be building on what someone else did. And what's funny is that with other sequels, directors come in and take over all the time.
Yeah.
But I think it was the melding of the actual casting compared. It was the casting, the writing, the music choices, bringing in his old friends like Michael Rooker to play Yondu.
Yep.
It's all of that. It really, truly is James Gunn's franchise. I mean, I know Marvel would say it's their franchise.
And they're right. They would be right. It is Marvel's
right.
franchise.
But that's a tough call, man.
You know what? I think it even goes beyond that. I don't think it's just about, this really has James Gunn's DNA in it. It's more than that. You brought up Michael Rooker. You got to talk about Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Who's like, James is the one who gave me a career.
Right.
And he is fiercely loyal to James. You're talking about an entire cast that signed an open letter to Disney saying, bring back James Gunn.
Right.
You want to be the director to step into that? Hey, kids, I'm your director now. When this entire cast has went on public record to say, we want Gunn back. And you got guys who are going to be fiercely loyal to him, like Michael, like Dave Bautista, so on and so forth. I can't help but wonder if this is more than just, this franchise already has one director's DNA. Can't help but wonder if this is also a matter of, you guys screwed over James, and we're tight with James. And no, we're just simply not going to walk in and take James's job because that's James's job. Now, you're right. You nailed it on the head when you said they're going to be able to find someone.
Right.
They will find someone, whether it's you or me. Some schlup can walk in there and direct the movie, yes, but will they be able to get their first choice, which is what Kevin Feige is accustomed to doing? He can just say, I choose you, like a Pokemon. I choose you. And the director would say, yes, awesome. I don't know that they can do that now with Guardians 3.
Also, can you imagine being a director? It's imperative that a director has a good relationship with his cast.
Yes.
Now, there's famous stories when the director and the members of the cast don't get along, but that's never ideal. And you have an ensemble.
Yeah.
You know, that ensemble, sure, Chris Pratt has become a breakout star, and Zoe, actually, they're all doing really well.
Yeah.
Even Rocket.
That Bradley Cooper kid,
Yeah,
he's
Bradley
doing all
Cooper
right,
kid's
right?
doing all right. But you know, you would immediately go into that project with an adversarial relationship with your cast, which is not what any director wants. It's just so difficult. It'd be because I think part of the genius of those movies, you feel the camaraderie between James Gunn and his cast while you watch those films.
Yes.
And if you missed that sort of ineffable quality, you'd really miss something that is inherent. It's necessary to the Guardians of the Galaxy's success.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they get Ron Howard. Hey, Ron, you saved Solo. Can you come in and save Guardians?
I mean, he's the one guy that everyone loves.
Yep,
So maybe
everybody loves Ron
No
Howard.
one's going to give Ron Howard a hard time.
No, but you know what? First of all, Scott's comments and now Taika's comments. You know, some people would say to me, you know, maybe Disney doesn't even do Guardians now. And I would always say, what, are you kidding me? These films have made like over $1.5 billion when you combine. Like, of course they're going to do it. I don't know. Maybe Disney at some point sits back and goes, you know what? This whole situation has been a giant cluster F. Maybe instead of doing another one, which is just going to bring it all back up again, and with all the drama we're going to face trying to find the director we want, and we do have a lot of other properties, I'm not saying Disney's going to abandon Guardians, but I used to say that was an impossibility. I'm starting to wonder if maybe it is a possibility. Maybe Disney just goes at some point, this is more trouble than it's worth right now. Let's just keep using the Guardians in our grander films and not do any more solo stuff.
That's what I was going to say. I could see the Guardians and Thor teaming up for a movie. You could do Thor 4, and you could have Taika Waititi direct it, and then bring the Guardians in there, so it's still Taika's film and it's still following up on what he did with Ragnarok, but you still have the Guardians.
Like in Hulk being in Thor Ragnarok.
Right.
You bring that. I mean, that's a possibility as well. Listen, guys, what do you guys think about this? Do you think Disney's going to have a hard time actually getting the director they want on board for this? Do you think maybe Disney's thinking this might be more trouble than it's worth? Jump down to the comment section below and let us know what you think.